Sit back and listen as I tell you an old family story, one that my father told me and one that his father told him. It was Independence Day of 1881 in the city of Deadwood, South Dakota. The whole town gathered around for a parade, myself included. Me and the boys headed down to a nearby saloon after the parade for a round of poker and to wet our whistles. A stern-looking man entered the saloon and walked right up to the bar and ordered a drink. He looked deep into my eyes. I saw nothing but evil. He then turned around and opened fire in the saloon. Strangely, a beautiful woman I hadn't noticed before joined the gunfight. It was over in seconds. Their 3 victims were the McCormick brothers, who had barely had time to pull out their guns before bullets riddled their torsos. Having slayed their targets, the murderers ran out of the saloon, hopped on their horses, and rode off into the sunset. Within the hour, the sheriff recruited 9 other men to join him as deputies to hunt down the 2 murderers. We set off as soon as we had horses. We rode all night and the entire next day without stopping. The landscape changed and we nearly lost the trail several times. Fortunately, we had a guide who knew the area. Our Indian guide insisted that we stopped here for the night at a certain spot. He didn't explain till we were on the road the next day. We were right on the border of Sioux hunting grounds. We met with the chief and explained who we were looking for. It just so happened that they captured 2 people that met their description. Shortly later, we learned who the 2 murderers were and why they did what they did. Isabel McClain was a widow for a famous outlaw in those parts. The McCormick brothers were part of an armed transport of a large shipment of gold. Her husband, William McClain, a.k.a. Wild Bill Quickshot, had the brilliant idea of robbing the well-guarded stagecoach, even if it cost him the life of a few men. Wild Bill Quickshot and his men laid an ambush for the stagecoach in the Rocky Mountain Pass. Things didn't go as planned, and it cost Wild Bill his life. The McCormick brothers took credit for the gunning the outlaw down and scaring off the rest of the gang. Wild Bill Quickshot had a little brother, Thomas McClain, who was even wickeder than he. News of Wild Bill's death spread. It was not long before Thomas McClain abandoned his terror campaign in Texas to come up and settling the score. And the McCormick brothers were said to be receiving a special reward from the governor on the evening of Independence Day. Nobody expected such violence on a holiday. It was the perfect plan. Once the Sioux heard what they'd done, they were happy to give them up. They were tried and convicted in Judge Bryden's court. They called him the hanging judge. Thomas McClain was found guilty for the murder of 23 men, including the McCormick brothers. He hung dead at the end of a rope soon afterward. Isabel McClain was to be put on trial immediately after she saw him hanged. So great was her distress that someone from town helped her escape from prison in the middle of the night. Rumor has it she changed her name, remarried, and ended up somewhere in Oregon. Rumors also say she founded a school, helped start the Girl Scouts, and now has a whole brood of great-great-grandchildren running around doing good deeds. Nobody ever expected that she was ever capable of killing anyone. A secret that she only confessed to her favorite grandson with her dying breath. For it was I, Eli McCormick, the 4th and only surviving McCormick brother, that took pity on Isabel McClain and busted her out of that prison. And then, life being the ridiculous thing that it is, we fell in love.